Hello and welcome back to Snack Break, the perfect podcast to pop on while preparing your cup of tea or ideal snack or beverage. And today's show is a very special one because we welcome our third guest so far onto the show. Although his only contributions to the YouTube space so far have been in the form of Mickey Mouse and Bored in the House, which are total hits in my opinion, it doesn't mean that he's lacking in things to talk about. Today, Cruz joins us to discuss the latest additions to his technological setup, his love of film, cameras and cinematography, and his years spent perfecting the uses of drums of all shapes and sizes. Oh, and he also loves Minecraft. Welcome to the show, Cruz.
Hello.
How are you? Oh no.
I'm not the bad, thank you. Oh no.
Oh no! Cruz, I can't do this. Goodbye. You ruined it. You had one thing to do.
I had one job.
All you had to do.
Well,
Okay.
that's a good start, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So we mentioned there that you're partial to a little bit of gaming. Have you been up to any video game stuff recently?
A little bit. I don't know if I want to talk about how many hours I've put into Counter-Strike in the past 2 weeks or 4 weeks. Sorry.
The concern.
In fact, I won't.
The
Concerning amount.
The concerning thing there is that that's not even the addiction I thought you were going to bring up. Which
Minecraft is just... I'm assuming Minecraft is what you're...
no, I was thinking about Rocket League, and I didn't even hear that from you.
Oh god, I hold on, I'm gonna check how many hours I have in Rocket League. It's
Your
been so
video
long.
game addictions have been fed through several people to eventually reach me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god. I have 148 hours in Rocket League.
Wow. Hang
On
on.
my computer. Imagine how many I have on my Xbox.
Sorry, how many hours is that? 148.
148, and then I probably have closer to like 300 on my Xbox. So like.
So we'll call that. We'll call it 450.
500.
Wow, you spent close to 19 days on Rocket League. Oh.
Yep, that's my ooh, don't even get me started on Minecraft. Jeez.
Well, because I'm on Mac, I can't really, or at least I don't know how to check my Minecraft statistics. So I don't know, but I've done some rough calculations, and I think across all devices, I've probably played a minimum of 600 hours in total across a bunch of devices. But that's 25 days, which, I mean, it's not good either. But what would you say your Minecraft is?
Closer to maybe 15,000.
Hours?
Yeah, I'm not even joking.
Wow, that is.
Hold on, let me. 625 days. That's 2 Gs. That's concerning.
That's wrong, surely.
I played Minecraft a lot.
That says that you basically in your lifetime you've basically played close-ish. Well, not that close, but you've played over a year and a half of Minecraft.
Maybe that isn't right.
Surely.
Hold on. Maybe it's closer to.
That can't be right.
Let's try 7,000. Hold on. We're gonna find this out.
How do you know? What are your sources here?
Well, I have at least, I think last time I checked, 36 days on Minecraft Bedrock. And then I probably have a good few hundred hours.
Yeah, you've played
Xbox
more. You've
360.
played more Java. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And you can't check Java, so
Yes. Okay.
that's gonna be even more. So
I mean, you're doing. I'd say, out of somebody who does Minecraft as a casual thing, that is probably in the high end. I know at the end of last year, was it? I think it was Smallish Beans, the Hermitcraft member, shared that they worked out they'd spent. They got their statistics back somehow, and they worked out they spent a third of the year on Minecraft. So basically, what their life had been,
a year or a third of the year?
a third of the year. So what
Wow.
they done was they'd spent a third. If you consider, you probably spend roughly a third of any given year sleeping. they spent all their time. They spent just another third playing Minecraft. Hang on.
He spent 121.66 days in Minecraft. Oh my.
That's and somebody. Sorry, I'm reading this off Reddit here, but somebody's put. As he is a Minecraft YouTuber, that equates to doing 60 hours of work a week. Not even factoring in editing.
Wow. That's jeez.
Yeah, but
60 hours of Minecraft a week.
yeah,
It's crazy.
you are still
If
doing.
only I had that much time.
You would do it,
Jeez.
but you still are doing pretty well on your Minecraft playtime. So, how have you got yourself into a position, pray tell, Mr. Cruz, to where you've played that much Minecraft?
When I was very, very young, about maybe 2, I think I first picked up an Xbox controller when I was about 2.5 years old.
Okay,
Because my brothers introduced me to it very, very young.
that is very
I
young.
just fell in love with the game. I also played a lot of Forza Motorsport 4. Sorry, Forza Motorsport 4, and Mario Kart Wii. Played a good bit of that. I had my fair share in video games when I was younger. I still carry that today.
And we mentioned there you originally played Minecraft on the Xbox 360, but as we discussed there, most of your Minecraft time is now spent over on the good old Java. So how did that transition take place? What prompted that? And what do you do on Java nowadays? Because suffice to say, as we were chatting about there, you still play a lot of Minecraft.
Honestly, I don't remember why I got Java. I remember getting Java. I specifically remember buying it myself. Because I remember giving my granda the money and then he paid for it on his card.
Oh. Maybe this is a common trope though, because I distinctly remember buying Java, although that might just be because I bought it twice.
I remember you into getting Java.
Yes.
Like, oh, you should totally get it. So good. So much better than Bedrock. Because you had the... what was it? It was the something forest SMP, you called it, or something like that.
It must have been bad.
It was the one where Leo started to just go around and flipping...
Oh, yes. It was the...
He was a bit of an arsonist.
No, my area in that server was called the Friendly Forest, I think. So I had a Bedrock server at the time, and I was playing a lot of Pocket Edition, a little bit of Switch, and you and a friend, who we'll leave unnamed, because I don't know if he wants to be part of this, you were starting a new server, and we joined the Discord, or I joined the Discord rather for this, and it said this will be run on Pocket Edition. You must have Pocket Edition. And I thought, oh great, this is a really cool server idea. I'm so glad I have Pocket Edition. This is going to work really well. Because at the time we were in sort of, the friend group was in sort of a 50-50 split between, it was just potluck depending on who was making the server. We've got things a bit more sorted out nowadays with how things have developed and everything, which we'll get into a bit later. But it was potluck whether it was going to be Bedrock or Java. And I remember you then changed your mind and it became Java. And so I bought Java.
I know, I do kind of remember this. I was like, a lot of people don't actually play Bedrock or Pocket Edition or whatever. So I sort of migrated it over to Java because I was like, that'll get more people playing. I know there will be some people that will be left out, but it's better if I get more people playing, you know?
Yeah.
Because I did say to some people that, yeah, you can be part of this, and then they weren't able to join it or whatever, and I was like, well, I've got to do something about this, haven't I? This is a bit of an issue.
Indeed. The server was called the OKish. The server was called the OKish SMP, by the way. or OK's SM, because we couldn't fit all the letters in. But we mentioned there that you started some servers. I don't think we got very far with that one that we were talking about there. But that's not to say, well, both you and me have had our, both in collaboration and separately, we've had our fair share of servers. So can you talk a little bit about being involved in those and what made you, it seems to me that you have, and I'm not trying to toot you up too much here. I mean, toot you up. I don't mean to blow your trumpet too much here, but it does seem you have a sort of you naturally gravitate towards making a Minecraft server. What makes you want to do that, and how have your experiences been running a lot of Minecraft servers?
I mean, it's one of those games, right? You could go up to anybody who's ever played Minecraft and ask them, do you like Minecraft? They will most likely, almost 100% say either, yes, I really enjoy the game, it's a very good game, or I've played it, I like it, wouldn't be my favorite, but I still enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
You never get people that are like, I hate Minecraft, it's the worst game ever. You
Yeah.
never really get people. Unless they're obviously putting on a show, like some people do, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's, even the people that like Fortnite and stuff will still like Minecraft. Whereas people who like Minecraft won't like Fortnite because it's not their type of game.
Mm-hmm.
Minecraft is just a universally enjoyed game. And so I sort of move that direction because it's something that everybody can enjoy. It's a community type thing. It's not too competitive. It can be competitive, but it's just a community sort of thing. It's just a fun game, lots of exploration. You can do virtually anything you want. So that's why I do it. I mean, I could do it for other things, but I find Minecraft is also the easiest to set up servers with.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's basically my reasoning.
That's a very well thought out answer, actually, because not to plug myself too much, but over on the Bendigo Blue Gaming channel, I was reacting to Minecraft Live a few weeks ago. You were actually in the chat, and I really enjoyed the community pre-show because that's just my type of thing. I love seeing people who play Minecraft and make Minecraft videos and all that stuff. And quite a lot of people were saying it, and it led me to just not shut up about it in my own live stream. But I think Minecraft, it is definitely a video game, and I'm not going to, well, I'm sure I have at some stage, but I'm not going to claim that it's not a video game. But I think part of that universal appeal comes in that there's not actually much to hate in Minecraft. It's such a sandbox that with Fortnite you can and I'm sorry to pick Fortnite out as the example here, but with Fortnite you can hate the guns, or you can hate the violent nature, or you can hate how competitive it is. But with Minecraft, there's just, what are you hating there? There's a certain element to it that is like real life in a way, and it is, you can really do anything with it, and I think that's reflected so well in the amount of Minecraft players there are and how they all do very different things.
Yeah, 100% agree. I never really thought of, like, there's nothing to hate. I just thought it was more of one of those things that people agree that they don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I never thought, I guess there is nothing to hate about the game. Maybe certain updates that need added or people want added, but, like, there's nothing to hate about it because it's still a game, it's still playable.
Realistically,
but I guess some people would want those things added,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, 100%.
Realistically, by that point, I think if you're getting that annoyed about updates and things, you're probably already a Minecraft fan at this point, or you're trying to put the pressure on Mojang by not playing the game anymore because you really want them to add that update. But you're probably a Minecraft player by that point.
Yeah, that's another good point, actually. If you're going out and arguing about the game, you obviously have some sort of passion towards the game.
Yeah.
You want it to be better, so
Mm-hmm. No,
that's it.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you've made a lot of servers. Is there anything what's your core takeaways from that? Because we know, I'd say by this point within our group, although different players fluctuate between different servers. We've all got slightly different people who we know will be suited to slightly different servers, or we've all got slightly different friends, but we've got, there's a big overlapping Venn diagram in there, in that we all know each other very well by this point. And I think, and I'm sort of generously throwing myself in here, in that I've had some successes, but, you know, I'm a bit hit or miss when it comes to making Minecraft servers. But
your recent ones have been very good, I have to say.
Thank you. But I'd say we've got it fairly well sorted out, in that we'll have a roleplay realm server however many times a year, and depending on whether or not whoever's in that, and then I'll have some sort of server at some stage. This year I had a quick craft throughout the summer, and then you'll have a few servers in there as well, and I feel that we sort that out relatively well, and I don't know how much communication we do between each other regarding that, because I know sometimes we talk about that type of thing, and other times not so much, but I feel we've got a nice little rhythm going to things at this point. Nobody's going out there and trying anything too mad that's going to shake everybody's boat too much, if you will. Do you think that's something that's come with time? Have you developed your skills as being able to run a good Minecraft server? Because I want to say again, you're very good at running a good Minecraft server. So how has that happened? Have you learned to manage that?
I think just over time, because it's only our friend group, you tend to just understand what each other like, sort of things.
Mm-hmm.
That or the certain ways people play or whatever, you know, making up their own story or just having fun with it, making builds like I would, obviously.
You're a very good builder.
You know, I'm okay. But no, you just sort of understand how people enjoy the game, how people play the game, and you tend to find that our friend group sort of enjoy the same type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So mainly my servers would be vanilla. I get yours have stories or sort of guidelines or rules or whatever, and you'll sort of put it on YouTube or whatever, but mine are just sort of vanilla, and I allow people, if they want to make videos on it, that's fine with me.
Hello.
I don't myself, but you know, yeah, you just sort of get to know people.
Yeah. I think that's something, as you mentioned there, we have all sort of figured it out with time. And as you mentioned, your servers are mostly vanilla. And I think that's really nice, not even from a server analysis point of view, just only so that, not only do you just put on very good servers, but also so that I'm sure our friends appreciate the fact that you've got me and Smartman doing some more story things. Our servers are a bit more
ambitious,
bit more intense, and we know that when it turns to you, and I don't think Smartman would mind me saying that, and he is a better server owner than me. Again, I feel I should reiterate, but I think we can be a bit hit or miss at times. Whereas we know that your lovely vanilla servers, they're always going to float very well to at least a certain degree. And I think that's a real credit to you learning to run servers over time. Turning to other things that you're interested in and you've been fairly successful in. Nice little segue there, Bendigo. You're also, and I think this maybe goes with, well, I think it's fair to say that if you're a committed Minecraft player, such as yourself, you've probably got some other creative passions. If you've put that much time into Minecraft, chances are there's some sort of creative enjoyment or whimsical enjoyment that's come with it to that point. And that's certainly true of you. You're a bit of a film buff, Cruz.
I am, yeah. I'd have to say.
Honestly,
specifically Wallace and Gromit.
Who would be a film buff? They're all such losers, Cruz.
I know, they are. Like us.
Yes. So pathetic.
No. Dare I enjoy movies that are made to let people enjoy them?
Awful. Truly awful. You said there Wallace and Gromit. Was that one of your... I really only came onto this fairly recently. I mean, if you'd asked me, does Cruz enjoy Wallace and Gromit? I probably would have placed bets on yes, Cruz would enjoy Wallace and Gromit, or does enjoy Wallace and Gromit, because it seems like type of thing that's in your nature to enjoy. But was that one of your earliest... Wallace and Gromit seems to be like some sort of formative life experience to you, Cruz. How long has Wallace and Gromit been a part of your life? Can't believe I'm asking that.
Ooh, 12 years, 11 years maybe.
Wow. Okay.
I think I first watched it when I was like 2, maybe 3. I would say roughly then.
Okay. Yeah. So was that one of your earliest experiences of film and TV, aside from the obvious sort of... My mind's blanking for a TV name. Baby Channel, we'll call it.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I would say so.
And when would you say you properly became aware that you were into film and that sort of thing? Because you're very technologically... You're very good with the technology. I make myself sound like an 18th century boomer there. But
18th century, wow. 400 years ago almost. No, I'm not the best. I'm not the best. I'm not the worst. I would be reasonably technologically minded. I don't know if that's the right word, but
yeah,
no, I would tend to do that sort of thing.
I
Obviously I work with cameras and stuff a lot, so I would know that aspect of things. I work with computers a lot because I play a lot of games and stuff. I would know basic coding and scripting for games, very, very basic, but I'd still need to do a good bit of research to understand it fully.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so did that come as a result of being sort of into films and that sort of thing? And when did you realize that this was something that you enjoyed? Because you mentioned there you've got the cameras, you've got the gear. At some stage you sort of... I think everybody sort of, whether that's gradual, as it is for most people, I think, or in some sort of spiritual film awakening, which apparently for you came from Wallace and Gromit, then everybody sort of, at some stage, realizes this is something they're really into and they're willing to pursue to some degree at least. When did that come for you? Because, as you mentioned, you've got the gear.
I honestly don't know. I mean, again, my brothers introduced me to computers when I was very young. My brother got his first computer when I was like, I don't know, 5, maybe 6, oldest. Again, another one of the first games I played, Team Fortress 2. I would have played that when I was very young.
It's an interesting...
Very young.
Yeah. when you say I played Team Fortress 2 when I was very young, it's almost like I shouldn't have. It's like a guilty admission in a way. But
well,
I don't think it's done you any harm, Cruz.
No, well...
No.
I don't know. My brother's room have introduced me to it, and I didn't start playing it. I enjoyed it. Jacob didn't like me playing it.
Is it fair to say that without naming them too much, you had a looser brother and one who was more concerned for that type of thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Jacob would be more prone to, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. My brother would definitely be more sort of...
That's conservative.
Oh, we'll do this together, we'll do that together, we'll do this and that, and it doesn't really matter, does it? It's not that bad. It can't be bad for you, right? But then obviously he is very safe himself. Like, he's a very, very safe person, very, very, what's the word? Sort of careful, very, very careful person.
You mentioned being in a pipe band, and I'm not going to. Don't dox yourself, but could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I do snare drumming in the pipe band, and I am okay at drumming. Not the best, obviously. Not the worst, not the best. Reasonable. I would be better than average for my age, I would say, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about all I can say without sort of doxing
Okay,
myself.
yeah, and again, that's something you've really, again, you've honed it over time, which seems to be quite a common theme with you, to a certain degree at least. Do you think that's something you really enjoy, things that take a little while to learn? And then, would you say that once you get into something, it becomes a big part of your life, a part of your being almost, and that you, without getting too philosophical, it's something you keep on doing because you've been gaming for a long time now, and I presume you don't see that coming to an end anytime soon. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for me.
No. As long as I have 2 hands and 10 fingers, I'm gonna keep playing games. Um, Same with snare drumming. As long as I have 2 hands, 10 fingers, I'm gonna keep drumming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing all of my interests. Karting, 2
Yes.
hands, 2 feet, 10 fingers.
You're very
I
into the
keep doing
Formula
it.
One. I need to set you up to
Oh,
talk to my brother at
yes.
some stage. Just to wrap things up, before we wrap things up briefly, your interest, as we mentioned, is something that's followed through your life so far. Would you see yourself continuing those in future? Do you have what are your big plans without spoiling Cruz the movie for us? Do you have any plans to further those in future?
I mean, photography probably gonna be something I do.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely gonna be something I do because obviously I like it. I'm okay at it. I can definitely get better. I have a good few years to get better.
In the practice now.
Karting is more of a hobby. I don't know if I'll do it professionally. I don't think I probably won't. But I'm not the best. I'm okay. Again, I'm better than average, but I'm not the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm just happy. I was racing a karting world champion during the summer.
Were you?
And I was, yeah.
Wow.
It was pretty fun.
Did you win?
Nice guy. I'm saying that like I know him.
Yeah.
I don't
My
really,
body,
but,
the world karting champion.
Oh yeah. I know
Besties.
a couple of guys that know him personally because they do karting themselves, and they would be very friendly in the pits. I guess like normal sportsmen, friendly.
Yeah, not taking
But yeah, I
each
plan
other
to
out.
continue photography or videography and stuff along those lines.
Yeah. Very cool. And that leads us on to, just to wrap up the show, you've made some technological advancements recently in that, well,
I
let's
know where this is going.
let's say it as it is. You've bought some things, and I've been waiting for this part of the show. Cruz, without further ado, please just, if you're willing to, please just walk us through your setup because it's beautiful.
So, at the moment, I am using a HyperX Quadcast 1 microphone. Same one my brother has. Very good microphone. He recommended it for me. And I did some research and I was like, you know what? I don't want to learn all these terms. I'll just get what he has because it sounds good. I'm happy enough with it.
You're sensible to take advice from him because if you'd gone with me, I would have tried to convince you into buying some nuts XLR microphone you didn't need. So
Yeah.
I would have found you a budget one.
I don't have an
I would have found you a really good budget one, to be fair, like mine. But yeah, you don't need it.
Yes. And then I have, again, recommended by my brother because he's so cool. I have the Beyerdynamic DT700 Pro X's, and they are very good headphones. They're the last headphones I'm ever gonna buy.
I am
ever, unless they break, obviously.
Yeah, It's lovely when you get a piece of gear where, and I've got one piece of gear where, fingers crossed, I'll never need to replace type thing, or at least not for a good portion of time. And it's lovely when you can get something like that, I think. Okay, what else have you got then?
What did I get recently that you're mentioning? I don't know.
Talk us through the whole thing.
I mean, I have a Razer Huntsman Mini keyboard, which I got a year ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just about a year ago. Probably not going to buy another keyboard for a good, 5 years, because this thing is durable, let me tell you. It is hard as a rock, and it feels great in your hands. I love it. It's small. Doesn't have arrow keys, which is a little bit annoying.
Oh, okay, you've cut off.
Button
Okay,
and then
yeah.
use things.
Okay. No, I also don't plan on upgrading my keyboard for 5 years, but mine is really cheap. And, well, it's not very cheap. It's I got it on a sale. But I think its quality is sort of shown in the fact that you have to plug it in twice every time you use it. So when you turn the computer on, it goes off, and I have to put the USB back in each time. But hey, I don't plan on upgrading that either. So what's the rest of the setup? Sorry.
Then I've got a glorious Model O minus, which is a sort of cheaper mouse than, I wasn't gonna buy £100 mice.
Yeah.
Mouse. £100 mice. I was gonna buy a £100, £120 mouse.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with it's still expensive, but it's a cheap alternative.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good mouse.
Yeah, it's got that cheese grater effect, hasn't it? Is it?
Do you mean the little hexagon?
Yes.
Pentagons in it? Yeah. I was a little confused for a second. I was like,
The cheese grater effect, yeah.
cheese grater effect. Yes, it does. Sorry. But yes, yeah, I do. Yeah, it has that.
It's called the cheese grater effect. And the big boy itself, what's powering it all?
My computer.
Now the difficult bit.
Now the difficult bit.
This is always
Let
hard.
me find my system info.
Hey, I'm not trying to be Mr. Mac again, but the benefit of playing on a 10-year-old Mac is that you can say it's a 10-year-old iMac, and people will go, oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You can't say that with a PC. A 3-year-old PC is very different from another 3-year-old PC.
I have a NVIDIA 3080 Ti.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, yeah, 3080 Ti. Sorry, I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head because I can't find the specs. 3080 Ti MSI, I think, edition. And 32 gigs of RAM with a AMD Ryzen 5 900X. No, 5700X. CPU. 800 watt power supply. I can't remember the name of the motherboard.
Okay.
It's a bunch of letters and some hyphens. So
Yeah.
it's not a surprise I don't remember it.
I'm sure. But no, it's a very nice boy. It's a beefy boy.
Oh.
It's a lovely little computer. Any plans on upgrading bits of or upgrading that?
No.
That's good. That's the correct answer.
No. That is the correct answer, yeah.
I was going to have to slaughter you if that was the case.
I can understand why.
Yeah, no, you don't. It's a lovely computer.
Oh,
No.
yeah, it is.
Very, very nice.
Bet.
But unless you have any further things to add, gone 25 minutes over what we were supposed to record, Cruz. But that has been
It's fine.
that has been the joy of having
an issue for this.
Yeah. But Cruz, unless you have any more to say, thank you very, very much for being on the show. Is there anything you'd like to plug before you leave?
No, actually, strangely,
No.
I don't actually have anything to do, and I don't want to take away any spotlight from your channel. So,
Oh, thank you.
yeah,
That's very kind.
it's not like I'm working on any projects either, so there's nothing to plug. But, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you for having me on. It was a pleasure. It's
Oh,
always fun to talk for nearly an hour straight.
it is. No, yeah. We're all so busy now. It's always nice to have an excuse to have a good old
It's
chat.
good.
It's probably best if I interrupt my ramblings there. So, I would like to say thank you very, very much for listening to this episode of the Snack Break podcast. We will be back in 2 weeks' time with our grand, spooky, spectacular Halloween special. Thank you very, very much to Cruz for appearing on this episode. This has been a Hungry Cat Hour production. I've been Ben Go Blue. Thank you very much for listening. See you soon. Stay safe. Bye.